Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Colcom's Minute podcast. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Lara.
Okay. Colcom is a language and cultural exchange cafe that's been around for over 16 years. As well, they have over 16 branches throughout South Korea. They don't just focus on improving your English and your vocabulary, but actually exchanging opinions, conversation, as well as culture. How they do this is people meet up in groups every day, and they basically discuss a topic with certain questions to encourage the conversation to start and break the ice. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of those questions. What's our topic today, Laura?
Our topic is, let's talk about cities.
Cities. I'm a city guy.
Me too.
Yeah.
Through and
You're
through.
a city guy?
I'm a city guy. I'm a city gal.
City girl. I love being in the city. So our first question is, what's your favorite city in your country? And then what's your favorite Korean city? And why do you like it?
Okay. My favorite city from my country is Australia.
Okay.
And my favorite city would have to be, okay, firstly it's shameful because I've only been to two major cities in Australia. I'm from Brisbane, but I honestly like Sydney more. Mm-hmm. And it's the classic, it's the biggest, big city, has a lot to do, it's very exciting, and it's got the Sydney Opera House and stuff. So yeah, I'd have to say that's my favorite in my country. And in Korea, Seoul.
I agree. It's Seoul. It's the epicenter. Everything. It's easy to get around. Yeah. There's the most people, so the most people you can meet and get to know. So Seoul's it for me. And
every single area in Seoul has its own unique charm.
Yeah,
I love that.
Okay, so that's your why for me. My favorite city in Canada. Now I'm from Toronto, and like you, I don't think my hometown's the best one. I often when people are going say, "Oh, I want to go to Canada. Where should I go to Toronto?" I go, "You know what? Actually, go to Montreal." Mm-hmm. Montreal because it's a much older city.
Yeah.
So there's the sites are more beautiful, as well as there's two cultures. There's the French culture and the English culture there, as well as it has a lot of the good food is in Montreal.
Yeah. I remember Monopoly.
Yeah.
Montreal is one of the most expensive properties you can
get. Oh, really?
It's the dark blue.
Oh, it's the boardwalk and Park Place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The really nice place.
Yeah. Montreal is always a beautiful festival, and they have. I love comedy. They have the largest comedy festival in the world too. So yeah, Montreal is the best. Montreal has. Basically, it's France, but it has New York food.
That's so cool.
That's how I would describe it.
Such a cool mix of a vibe.
Yeah, and there's stone roads still.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2.
Did you grow up in the city where you live now? If not, where was it and how was it?
Okay. Well, I was born in the city. I grew up in the city for a little bit. Then my parents moved out to suburbia, so Pickering. But then when I graduated high school, I moved back in to Toronto with my friends.
Okay.
But yeah, Pickering is basically just directly outside of Toronto. It's just divided by actually a huge national park.
Oh, beautiful.
But as well as it is... basically, this is where a lot of people from the Toronto live, but also it has the nuclear power plant. So that's where Toronto gets all its electricity.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sounds very interesting. A cool place. Did you grow up in the city where you live now?
Yeah.
Well, definitely not because I live in Seoul now. But I've lived in a lot of different places around the world, growing up. So. I don't even know where to begin with this question. No, I traveled a lot. I think in all the places that I lived, I really liked Beijing the most.
Beijing?
Yeah. And I love Seoul as well. And I kind of think they have a similar vibe. That they're just big Asian cities, so they're very modern as well, and they also have a traditional side to them.
Great. Yeah. All right. Number 3, can you suggest some good tourist sites to visit in your city?
In my city?
Yeah, in Australia, so Brisbane or Sydney. Right?
Okay, so there's the classics in Sydney. Yeah. It's the Sydney Harbour Bridge and Sydney Opera House. I think it's a beautiful area, and I think it's worth the hype that it has around the world. And in Brisbane, Brisbane is a bit more calm, really beautiful as well, and it's on a river. And we have the London Eye.
Yeah.
We have one of those. Oh. So I would go there. Yeah. It's really interesting. Yeah. What about you?
In Toronto, well, there maybe about a 30-minute drive north of Toronto, there's an amusement park called Canada's Wonderland.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an amazing amusement park, and it's water park too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
so it's two birds with one stone there. For sightseeing, the harbourfront. So like Toronto's on Lake Ontario.
Yeah.
So going to the harbourfront at night.
Yeah.
Like there's usually like some type of festival happening there.
Do you
but
have light shows like water?
yeah, like there's around Canada Day of the week. There's like fireworks.
Oh,
so,
cool, wow.
But yeah, like there's fountains and shows, and even like I think like every Tuesday in the month of August, like they put like movies on a big screen, and people just go there.
Drive-throughs?
Oh no, they just sit on like a sleeping bag and all that.
That's
Couples
so
who. Yeah, Chinatown's good for like buying tourist shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is actually there. Castle Loma.
Oh.
Yeah, it's an English style castle in the middle of Toronto.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's definitely gonna visit.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you suggest some good? Oh no, we did that one. What's the most interesting landmark or monument you've seen in the city?
Well, it's in a city. Well, going back to Toronto, we have the CN Tower. Mm-hmm. So for the longest time, it was the world's largest freestanding building.
Is it like, and it's got like a ball and it's got like a point at the top of it?
Yeah. And it's right by the Rogers Center, so where they play baseball, where the Toronto Blue Jays play.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, like now, they even do like skywalks. So like you can go up there and walk on the top of it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, I'm scared of heights myself, so I'll never do it.
Have you been up Lotte Tower?
No.
It's my favorite thing to do.
At Chuseok, my friend wanted to do it. I was like, hell no. No.
That's too much. Yeah.
I got terrors just looking at pictures of it.
555 meters, I think.
Oh, geez. How about monuments and landmarks?
I liked the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, it's really like hyped up, and it's actually as beautiful, I thought, in real life, even though a lot of people said, don't get your hopes up. I thought it was really, really nice. France, like Paris itself was not as much my vibe, but the Eiffel Tower was so beautiful. And going up it just feels like you're in a movie because it's so famous, and you just think,
Well, that's the city of love.
It is. I agree with that.
Number 5, what do you like or dislike about the capital city of your country?
Do you know the capital city of my country?
Isn't it Perth?
No.
Brisbane? What is it?
Canberra.
Canberra?
So what happened is I think Sydney and Melbourne both wanted to be the capital, and they couldn't agree, so they made like a man-made city in between them, and then they made that the capital.
Okay.
And it is like, no offense to anyone from Canberra, but it's not a place that you'd be busting to visit or anything.
Do you know the capital city of Canada? Ottawa, yeah.
Okay, good.
So yeah, it's like the 6th largest city, but yeah, it's just there because before Canada became one nation, there used to be Upper Canada and Lower Canada.
Yeah.
So Upper Canada was the English capital. It was the English part of Canada. And Lower Canada, though it was more north, was Montreal. And then when we united, they basically just kept Ottawa because it was the English version.
Okay, so Ottawa is like fully English speaking.
Yeah, well, it's not. Well, it's right on the border of right, but so it's like maybe a 30-minute drive.
Yeah.
But they're very close. Montreal and Ottawa are very close to each other.
Yeah.
But it's just a boring. It's just a political city.
Ours is the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only like people who work for the government live there pretty much.
Yeah.
Don't go. Like, I mean, go if you want to, but don't go. So.
Number 6.
If you could only live in one city for the rest of your life, which city would it be and why? Ooh.
All right. For me, I want to take a shot at living in New York City.
Oh, the Big Apple.
The Big Apple. Like, I love cities.
Yeah.
And New York City, just calls out to me. Like, it's got the entertainment, the comedy, but the food culture, plus, like, people of all different and like even like the stores, everything looks good on paper.
Yeah.
But the New York people say, oh, it's too expensive, it's dirty, it's too many people.
Yeah. Why aren't you there now? Is there a reason?
I'm trying to save up some money to get there.
It'd
right?
be expensive.
Yeah, like this is a new thing that I just came like during the pandemic. I was like, well, you know what? I want to pursue my goals, my dream in New York City, so I just have to find a way to get there.
Yeah. It's like kind of like the top place for a lot of people, I think. Like people are building up to get there.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you said, it's a bit more expensive and stuff, but it's expensive because everyone wants to be there.
Yeah.
That's very true.
How about you? What city would you do for the rest of your life?
This is so hard for me because I'm like, I love moving countries. It's
Oh,
like
really?
It's like my hobby at this point.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I really, like, it makes me feel claustrophobic feeling like if I have to live in one city for the rest of my life, I honestly don't even, I love Seoul. Like right now, it's Seoul.
Yeah.
But I know that might change,
Yeah.
so. But I think Seoul has it all for me. Like, I love cities. I love modern cities.
Yep.
I love, like, I feel like it's got a young vibe to it as well.
Okay.
It's got, like, it's just really exciting, and I think a lot goes on, so.
Great.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
So, number 7. What are some of the advantages and disadvantages of living in a city?
I think it's crowded.
Yeah.
That's a disadvantage. And, if you want to just get away from things,
it's
it's harder.
harder.
It's more expensive.
More expensive. I agree.
Yeah.
So that's the disadvantage. The advantage, transit is a big
More
plus.
convenient.
More convenient. Access to
Everything.
clothing, food.
Diverse people.
Diverse people. Yeah, like I even like the city nightlife, just like the backdrop of it.
Yeah.
It speaks to my soul.
You don't have to be in it, but
Yeah.
you're in
Yeah.
it, Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah. Okay. You want to look at number 8?
How will cities in the future be different from those today?
Ooh, interesting. Well, much larger. Like buildings are growing taller and taller as architecture develops.
We're going to live in the sky.
Right.
It's going to be...
Oh, I would not like that.
Yeah, like you said before.
I like being on the ground floor.
I want to be as high as possible, so...
I think environmentally, the cities are going to get more and more dirty in the future. Like just the air quality now.
Yeah.
Like even though like the mask mandate is over, people still wear like masks outside because of the microdust.
Yeah. Interesting. I thought it would be the opposite. I feel like people are getting so much more environmentally friendly, and like same with like businesses and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But like,
Well, yeah. There's
they
like
expand.
electric cars are now
Yeah.
like everywhere.
I guess technological advances will make it. I think everything will be more flashy, more glass, more, convenient.
Things will just I think like before like the buildings have like red bricks or brown bricks.
Yeah.
And it's like the tacky colors. I see like a lot of just in the future it's that white, black, electronic blue.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of think from where I'm from, like Australia feels so like I feel like I go back in time every time I go back home.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Asia is like developing so fast.
Yeah.
And it's so modern and technologically advanced. And then I go back to Australia and I'm like, oh, okay, we're using like there's no robot serving me. What's happening?
Yeah. Number 8. No, number 9. Can you make one change to your country's capital city? What would it be?
I would change the capital city. Which one it is?
You would change the location?
Like the actual city, because Canberra is not it for me, so...
Right.
Yeah.
Ottawa, what would I change about it? Oh, god damn. I think it's good where it is, so the location's fine. I don't know, like, it's just in the middle of the country, and it's so... what would I change? I would change my prime minister.
Oh, isn't he the young?
It's Trudeau. Yeah. It's just I think he's had his time. I think it's just I don't disagree with a lot of the stuff, but he does something good, but then he does something bad. And I think it's just time that a new person tries something out.
There you go. Well.
Yeah. Prime Minister.
Okay, would you prefer to live in a really old historic city or a really new modern city?
Ooh, for me and why? Actually, I like really old historic cities. I like when I go
European cities.
like European cities. Like I like modern roadways and transit, but like I like actually seeing like an old building.
Yeah.
And like my father was a stonemason, so he would
wow.
he would do the reconstruction of that stuff if something
Yeah.
broke.
Yeah.
So I like seeing like old architecture and old stonework.
Yeah, I think that's beautiful
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what like even Tokyo. When I go to Tokyo, I like seeing like little like the old style Japanese houses.
The old areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
I think I really like modern cities, but then you made me think like Europe is so beautiful, but it's not modern vibes at all. It's very like historic buildings and stuff, but then they like made everything else to a standard where it doesn't feel old.
Right.
And I think that's so beautiful, but like I will take a high rise, like a glass high rise over all that, to be honest. So I think
The glass high rise has its place in the business district, but like I like an
love
old
that.
I like an old building too now and then.
it has like character and
Yeah,
stuff.
character. Yeah, it's stories like I saw that on a movie or a television
Yeah,
show.
and yeah.
Instead of
Architecture, so.
the modern buildings are more just like cookie cutters
Yeah,
and just all the
they're
same.
all the same. They're all the
Yeah.
same. I can see that definitely.
Yeah. All right. Well, we had a great conversation today. If you have any further questions about Colcom, you could visit them on their website at colcom.co.kr. Thank you very much. I've been Jeff.
And I've been Lara.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.